Hi guys, welcome to Tracy's Local Learnings if you're new here, and welcome back if you're one of my wonderful subscribers. I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about something that I recently experienced in the garden. So, do you remember I told you I was doing the electroculture, right? I was trying it in my garden. Well, I brought a it's kind of embarrassing. I brought a compass out and I had them all facing the wrong direction. So let me tell you, my garden was looking pretty bleak, and I only changed them like what, 3, maybe 4 days ago to point in the proper direction, and everything, and I mean everything. Look at this tomato. These were so stunted, and now they're all growing, and I'm very, very hopeful that perhaps it's the results of the electroculture. Um, it would make sense if I had them all backwards, that my garden would have been not very happy. But now that I have them in the right direction, I mean, look at even the peppers. The peppers were barely off the ground, and that one is doing great. It's already got flowers, and that's what, Ring of Fire. So we'll see. I got one of these Mad Hatters this year. I don't know if you guys have ever grown them, but they're a really funky looking pepper, so I thought it would be a nice change. And then the ghost pepper, I am going to come through and pinch off the bigger leaves, but I'm going to give it a couple more days, because it's just like, it's like I totally missed all that time and I just put them in the ground. Do you know what I mean? Because I had to fill the holes underneath them and whatnot. Anyways, so I don't know if any of you checked out my video on plantain, but this is the long English plantain, or the Plantago lanceolata. And I didn't have the seeds or the flowers available when I did the video. So can you guys see that? Hang on here. That's what it looks like. It's like a cone with a ring of fuzzy bits around it. And then, yeah, this one's just starting, right? Can I get that? No, this camera sucks. There we go. So this one's just going to start to go to flower, right? So it has the little pieces coming off, and then poof, out come the little things. And those are the seeds. And the seeds are usable and edible for cooking as well. So yeah, what else is going on? Yeah, it's like I just planted everything and it's just kind of going crazy. The borage is doing wonderfully, and I have a lot of the white, it seems. So I left some come back. These are all from seed. I didn't plant anything this year. I have the white and the blue, and then over here the same thing. I have the white and the blue. So I find that really interesting. Perhaps when they self-seed, you have a higher chance of getting the white ones. I don't know. And the cabbage is kind of just waking up. It has been raining and raining, and then it'll be super hot, then it'll rain, then it's hot, and it's just like, I don't know how we expect anything to grow. So I put a radish that's going to seed in there because I don't mind it being there. And I put another one somewhere else over here. So all of my beautiful yarrow and daisies are all just starting to wake up and bloom. And as hard as it was, I'm giving up a lot more of my wildflower space. They'll all come back. It doesn't matter what I do or put on top of them, but so I'm gonna cut a path through here to give my son more room to garden, because they are doing a wonderful job here. It looks really good. Yeah, so I'm going to give up some more of my flowers, which is okay. I have them in many other places, and because of the size of the root structures on these, I think I will be able to plant them and move them wherever I want, and they will be just fine. So that's my hopes. Oh, the baby cows. Cows are all heading in for lunch. The babies have already grown so much. I don't even know if you guys can see it. This camera really is poopy. But yeah, they've already grown so much in just a short time. But they're just beautiful animals. Beautiful, beautiful. And it's a beautiful day for them to be out grazing. They like to come over here and lay underneath the big maple trees in the shade on these sunny days. Can you guys even see those little babies? See, this baby's like, I want to eat. Stop moving. Come on. That's a mobile snack bar. Anyways, I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. I just thought I would let you look at some of these daisies before I chop them all down. And there's some Sweet William in there. It smells so pretty with the Sweet William mixed in here. And I have a lupin that I didn't know was there, so I hadn't clipped it. And the thing with perennials is if they turn to seed, they'll stop flowering because they think, oh, I'm finished. I can chillax and not put out any more flowers, right? So you have to be very consistent with pruning when it comes to perennials like these. Like all these daisies, I'll let them bloom. I'll do a bunch of bouquets and then I'll chop them all down so that I get a second bloom from them, I hope, the ones that are left. But yeah, everything else is kind of moving along. It's a beautiful day. I'm getting a little bit done. And I really, really wanted to tell you guys with the electroculture, like seriously, if it's pointed the wrong way, it doesn't work. So it's, it's worth the time to grab a compass and make sure that you're doing it right, because it is the only thing that I can explain that has changed in my garden. I haven't even done any fertilizing or topping up or anything on these. I've literally done nothing except change the direction of all my electroculture antennas. Late to the party. I should have shown you guys the cows when they were much younger. So yeah, everything's kind of coming along. I'm going to show you guys a few other things. And I have to really put out a video on the borage. It's been, I haven't had the time to do that. So I've got so much going on. And I've got some fighting going on in the chicken coop again. So I keep trying to put the two flocks together, and you know, it's like banging my head against a wall. They're good for a couple days and then they start fighting again. So I know it's a pecking order thing and I get that and I try not to interfere, but seriously, you know. Anyway, so this stuff is coming along nice. The Sweet William pops up all over this, which really helps it fill out. Some of the things that I planted are just gone, and I think that is because of what I was having happen with the moles. And I think now I've kind of rectified it for now. I'm going to keep a close eye on it. Like, where was one of those holes? I wanted to show you guys how big it was. Oh, well. Oh, here. Look at, I don't know if you can see that. See how, oops, hang on. See how big the holes are going into the ground? Oh, you guys can't see that. Anyways, down here, I did chop back all my herbs. So my lemon balm's doing great. I think that scraggly one in the corner is the sunflower. I really hope so, because none of my other ones really came up. I've got some beautiful mullein here and some mint. And of course my yarrow is absolutely beautiful at this time of year. Again, I just harvested all my mints this morning, so I probably should have done this video before and then, you know, harvested after. My periwinkle, I'm thinking about moving it because I'm not getting a flower production out of it. I just think it needs I don't know, maybe more shade. I know it likes to grow under things, so I think I'm going to uproot that and put something else here. And again, since I changed the direction of my electroculture, I mean, look at how big these are. The goldenrod, it's really shot up since I changed the direction. Actually, everything has. Yeah, everything's kind of coming along. The borage and the mints. The mints are really taking over, I see down here, so I might have to put my foot down with them and pull a bunch of the bigger, deeper roots up. So, remember I said the oregano was growing with the rhubarb? No, rhubarb lost. This stuff took over. Yeah, so that's interesting. And then, oh, and my St. John's wort, I found another one on my property. So I'm really excited to have more than one. So I'll feel more comfortable about overwintering this one down in this location, and hopefully it'll spread and I'll get a nice patch of it going. And yeah, other than that, see, and I'm not sure what those are. They have a unique pattern to their leaf, these ones, but I don't know what it is yet, so we'll have to see. I do believe that, yeah, see, this is a different leaf pattern. This is definitely a sunflower, I hope. And look at how beautiful my mullein are. So now, with mullein, these are both going to be second year mullein, and you can tell that because they're coming up out of the ground. So I wish I would have showed you sooner. See this one down here? It grows in like a circle, a basal rosette. So the first year will stay close to the ground. The second year will put up this stalk, and oh, you're going to see how big they get. I actually have another one on the property. Maybe I will scoot over there if you guys don't mind going for a bit of a walk, and I'll show you. This I'm struggling with this planter. It's coming along, but it's quite shaded for most of the day, so I think I have to rearrange what I have in here, maybe bring a couple different things in more shade oriented into here. I did split my bee balm a couple times, and I'm hoping to split it a couple more times because it, again, I don't think it's getting enough sun there. We'll see as the summer goes on. And I'm slowly getting this path taken care of. It was out of hand. This is a really cute spot too. So I have this crabapple tree, and I've kind of pruned out shallow into it. And at the bottom there's borage and some hostas, and I think there's some mint in there somewhere too. So that'll be nice. Yeah, so right now this whole area just looks like a gong show with all this wood. But it's coming along. It's getting there. It's funny, I was trying to have a place where I could put my chair without the legs sinking into it. And I put it on this right here. And do you see these holes right there? I tipped over backwards. What do they call that? Ass over tea kettle. So yeah, it didn't work out. Look at this beautiful thistle. So this is another wonderful medicinal, and my family isn't a fan of me wanting to keep them. It's funny, here's a little section of the front yard, and I've had this one mowed around because I want to keep it. It's beautiful, right? And this stuff, again, it's a very shaded spot, so my echinacea is getting ready to bloom, so I mean, that's beautiful. Yeah, and then I've got a bunch of lavender here, and another lilac, and lemon balm, and then these roses, and I really hacked them back because they had a bit of a bug thing, so it'll take a bit for them to jump back on board. And then I've got more borage and yarrow here, and then I have a weed project that I haven't finished all along here, and then I have my wild lettuce. So I have several places on the property that I can harvest wild lettuce from. It's a wonderful, wonderful medicinal, especially for pain. And then I have some more daisies. But this is what I wanted to show you. Do you see this stalk? That's my other mullein. See how big the leaves get? This is not a very big one, but and then I don't know if you can see those little yellow flowers coming. So every morning when I have the second year mulleins, I will come out and I will pull those little yellow flowers out, dehydrate them, and put them on my shelf for the months ahead. They're great for many, many different things, so I will have to do a video on it. But yeah, this one comes up to my shoulder. I don't know if you guys could see that or not, but yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful medicinal plant. And then here I have a lot of violets, and they're very good for your cardiovascular. Hello, ladies. What you doing? You don't like that orange stuff I put there? See how it's growing back? I tell you, I'm onto something here, girls. Yes, I am. And then I have another thistle here. And see that yellow stuff in their water? I pick oregano from the garden and throw it into their water because it's good for them. Yeah. And what else? That's it. We got this lawnmower working. The Ride-em lawnmower still isn't working. So as you can imagine, this is a huge job to cut the grass. Even though it's one of those, which maybe it has a transmission or whatever, it's self-propelled. It's still a pain in the ass, man. I want this one fixed. And what else? And we're moving all sorts of stuff around the property because there's another one of these. So now there's a red one and a white one of these awesome, what are they? I don't know. They're awesome cars. No, you know what it is. It's a Camaro. Anyways, this one as well, I turned my antenna and it almost instantly put it into bloom. Oh, see here? These are going to seed. I have to cut those off or it'll tell the plant not to keep putting out flowers, right? See that? And now I can keep these seeds for whatever I want to do with them. I'll dry them out. And if I want to plant those flowers somewhere else, I can. And then this is just still the same. It looks like this this trippy flower is doing something. It's got shoots coming out of the top of it. I'm excited to see what it looks like. And there's a bunch of daisies down here that are just ready to open. And my roses are, again, ready to be harvested. This, it's funny, I always thought that there was one rose bush, but every now and again, I'd find a different colored rose. And it turns out there's two different rose bushes, and one of them I've stuck into this tree, which I don't know what this tree is. I should figure it out. It's very, very cool. Yeah, so it's a different color, and I can't wait for them to bloom. And the board is doing great. What you doing? You barking at me? Tough guy. Oh, shoot. Yeah, so it's a beautiful, kind of beautiful day. It's very overcast. Not a lot of sun, even though, I don't know, the weather's a big gong show. Still not much happening here. I think I'm going to come along and I'm going to rip out everything that I don't want here, even though it's medicinal. Oh, look at all the stinging nettle. I'm not going to rip that out because, you know, that's like the bomb of medicinals. And yeah, that's it. Everything's kind of coming along. This wisteria tree is growing like crazy, and as well as the blackberries. I mean, I don't even know how I'm going to harvest all these. There's so many of them. Like, look at the blooms. I definitely, once I harvest them, will be cutting them back substantially. Because, you know, what am I going to do with it? I am going to be planting some of the blackberry starts that I have near my gates and fences where I don't want people coming onto my property. So, yeah, wisteria tree is really cool. It's very whimsically, and the hummingbirds love living in it. So, yeah, and this is just wrapped. The base of it is just engulfed in blackberries. Wait, can I get you to see it? See how pretty that is? And then I believe that's called a, it's some sort of a very rare pine. Alaska, or no, I'll figure it out one day. But it's a rare pine tree that's underneath this wisteria. You know, I often think about chopping the wisteria down, and a couple years ago I got the Sawzall. Can we even see it? I got the Sawzall and I came in here and I cut all the roots or shoots of this wisteria going up. I cut them all with the Sawzall, and it didn't even care. Look at it. Look at it. I wonder if it made it stronger. So this is an amazing tree. When I look at it off of my deck, I'll have to show you guys. It looks like that ice monster out of Rudolph, the Christmas Rudolph, where they're on the ice island. He says, put one foot in front of the other. Well, this huge tree looks like that dude from my deck to me. Anyways, okay, so that's it. Enough rambling. I thought I'd bring you guys along as I took a look at the changes of the garden since I have now the electroculture pointing in the right direction. You know, it's fairly simple to make them. What I do is, my husband's in construction, so if he can find like wire that they're cutting out of a house or something, he brings that home, we strip it, and then I have the nice copper, yeah, to make my coils. Like they're quite thick. It's quite a thick copper. I don't know if you can see it very well, but yeah, it's a thick gauge copper. And like I said, I wasn't sure about it because nothing was really happening before, and I thought it was the weather and whatnot, but the weather has been just as shitty as it was last week and the week before, and the only thing I've changed is the direction of my electroculture. So wish me well. I hope this blows right up and I get tons of harvest off of it. There's still more stuff popping up every day, so I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna get here. I hope you guys are all enjoying your gardens as much as possible and growing some food, whether it's on your patio, a windowsill, or in the ground. I strongly encourage you guys to get your hands in some dirt. It really does make you feel better. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thanks for coming by my channel. Bye-bye.